So you want to compare the weight of a Reach-it Pro with any other 4-story pole. Well, you can't quite, because the Reach-it Pro doesn't have just one weight. It has 4 weights. So have a look at this. The Reach-it Pro 4 sitting on the scales is coming in at 3.07 kilos. Now, what makes it amazing is that that's a 4-story pole. If you pull it apart, we'll get that off screen, and now you have what we call a Reach-it Pro 3, which will do your 3-story work. You have a look at this. It's now 1.69 kilos. Almost half the weight is gone. That's amazing. So what if you just wanted to do some 2-story work? Whew, look at that. We now have what we call the Pro 2, and it weighs just 880 grams, not even 1 kilo. But that's not all, because we've also got the Reach-it Pro 1, which is just a ground 6-foot piece of high modulus carbon fiber, and there it is on the scales at 260 grams. So there you have it. The principle of Reach-it design was never to make the lightest compact pole that you could stand on a set of scales. What we were interested in is looking at your workflow and making a 4-story pole that got lighter at 3 stories, got lighter at 2 stories, got lighter at 1 story, and obviously you've got your ground pole for glass fences and balustrades. Now, why is the Reach-it Pro 4 a little bit more heavy than, say, a Superlight or something like that? And the answer is because we believe that we're making an industrial tool. We want to give you up to 3 years carbon fiber warranty, up to 2 years free insurance, where we insure your pole against breakage no matter what the cause. So that determined to us that we had to make an industrial strength, non-breaking tool that could last for 5 or 10 years. So in summary, if you want to compare a Reach-it Pro, it's about comparing its weight at the different levels that you're cleaning as compared to comparing a fixed length pole, which is designed, let's say if you get a 45-foot pole, it's designed to be used at 45 feet. Now, as soon as that comes down 1 story, it's at 35 feet. It's a very heavy 35-foot pole. And you bring it down, if you were to use it at 2 stories, it's an incredibly heavy 2-story pole. So it just doesn't make sense. Now, if you say, I want a 45-foot pole for 4-story, then I want a 2-story pole, then your total weight of carbon fiber that you're buying, if you have 2 poles, because you've got one for 4 and 3 and one for 2 and 1, I mean, again, like, you really have to compare apples with apples. So it's not about one being right and the other one being wrong. It's simply about design, innovation, thinking about workflow, thinking about physics, thinking about ergonomics. That's what we've focused on at Reach-it, and we hope you're going to be one of our customers very soon. Yeah. If you have a look here, the Pro 4 weighs in at 3.08 kilos, 6.8 pounds. Of that, 0.26 kilos, 250 grams, are the Rhino clamps. There's 0.16 kilos of stainless steel in there, which gives you your end defenders, remembering that every single handle section on a Reach-it Pro has a stainless steel, long life end defender, so on section 1, 3, 5 and 7, which protects your carbon fiber from ever delaminating or ever breaking, so that this pole section could last you 5 or 10 years because there's absolutely nothing that can take it out of action. So the stainless steel is critical to us, and we're unashamed about that it adds weight to the pole. And then the pole skin, which has already contributed to saving the life of Erwin Sorensen in Denmark, where he hit 400-volt power lines and his Reach-it Mini melted, and in 2 places, and kind of semi-melted in another 2 places as the pole bounced on the wires. So the pole skin itself weighs in at 0.42 kilos or nearly 1 pound, So again, we're unashamed that that's part of the weight of a Reach-iT Pro. But what it leaves for you is the high modulus carbon fiber sections are 2.24 kilos or just under 5 pounds. And that's what makes up the Reach-iT Pro. So let me just go over that really quickly so you can see what is attached to a Reach-iT Pro. If you look under there, you can see we've got like just over a kilo of goodies that are on your Reach-iT Pro. So there's a pole skin, there's a set of rhino clamps with a tip and the levers and the bolts and the nuts and the cylinders and the end defenders and the nuts and the washers. So all of that is part of your Reach-iT Pro, but all of that adds basically just under a kilo of weight to your Reach-iT Pro.